Good day, guys. Pasay Baller here. We are now in the second game for today, November 19, 2024 NBA Game Day. This second game is an Eastern Conference matchup between Charlotte Hornets with a record of 5 wins and 8 losses, going up against Brooklyn Nets, who are carrying with them a record of 5 wins and 9. This one will actually happen at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. I'm inviting everyone who haven't subscribed to us yet. Please click on the subscribe button, or at the same time click on the bell logo. That way automatically you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. And by the way, the spread that is given here is minus 3.5, and that's given towards Brooklyn Nets. For those who are interested to avail our premium picks or our best picks, you can also reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the descriptions of our videos and you will see the details right there. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Brooklyn Nets, they would have the home court advantage on it. In terms of momentum, well, both teams have been losing. Approaching this game, Charlotte Hornets, they are coming off a loss, while Brooklyn Nets, they are coming off 3 straight losses. So I guess we can just leave that blank, because again, both teams have been losing. Now, in terms of fatigue, well, I guess both teams actually did not play last night. Let me confirm that. That is correct. So in terms of fatigue, we can also skip that part because both teams are actually coming off rest. Now let's just go ahead and take a look and check on health of both teams. Starting with Brooklyn Nets, I see 3 players confirmed out for them. Bogdanovich, Claxton, and Sharp are all confirmed out for Brooklyn. And there are a couple of players who are listed as probable, and those are Finney-Smith and Williams, Zaire Williams. So again, 3 players are confirmed out, 2 are listed as probable, and that's for Brooklyn Nets. Now for Charlotte Hornets, hold up, I see 3 players confirmed out, and those are Mark Williams, Nick Richards, and Daquan Jeffries, and we have Trey Mann listed as questionable. Alright, so if I have to pick, I'm going to say Charlotte Hornets would have a slight advantage because, they have less players in IL at the moment. Right, this one's going to be tough to choose from because we're pretty much looking at pretty much the same type of team, Both teams from the East. Both teams are actually struggling. As a matter of fact, they are just being separated by half a game, Charlotte Hornets, they have a record of 5 wins and 8. Brooklyn Nets, they have a record of 5 wins and 9. Now, in such cases, it's a toss coin. And right now, that's what we're having. Of course, we try to, factor in all possible factors and scenarios that are right there. And number 1, Brooklyn Nets, they are at home. Number 2, I'm considering the fact that Charlotte Hornets, for me, they are the healthier team. For Brooklyn Nets, yes, they might have Finney-Smith, they might have another player coming in, but how sure are we that those players are 100% healthy, as compared to Charlotte Hornets players who have been out there playing well? It's just that they're just getting short towards the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I've read lots of predictions, like an hour ago about these two teams, and lots of predictions are actually pointing towards Brooklyn Nets, and I guess that's quite understandable. I mean, Brooklyn Nets, they aren't home. It's just that I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with that. I understand that these two teams are kind of similar because of the things that I have mentioned earlier. But there's one thing that I forgot, and that's their offensive capability. And that offensive capability that they have, for me, all boils down to one thing. One thing for Charlotte, one thing for Brooklyn. For Charlotte Hornets, that's ball. The ball is within Ball, and Ball knows what to do with it. No, he knows how to shoot. He has improved his 3-point shooting, and he has very, very good passing skills. And he is also a willing passer, mind you. Now for Brooklyn Nets, that's Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas, for me, he is a better shooter. He is a pure shooter. Yes, he's a willing passer as well, but I gotta say that talent I gotta give it to LaMelo. You know what I'm saying? And Cam Thomas may be a better and a pure, if ever there's such term, shooter, but LaMelo Ball has this length. So he can actually have more options on how and then when to take those shots because of his length, as compared to Cam, wherein sometimes his height becomes his enemy. Now, the thing that I'm looking at Charlotte Hornets is that Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller. That's how talented this team is. Brandon Miller is now just like the number 2, the number 3 option, and that's how talented Charlotte is. You can just put maybe a couple of veterans here and there, after a year or two, and this team would be formidable. But right now, in this particular game, I'm siding with Charlotte Hornets. Now go ahead and take that plus 3.5. Just like what I said earlier, that has been Charlotte's dilemma for the past games. They are playing well. It's just that they couldn't close it towards the end. And that plus 3.5 might help us on this particular game. So our pick would be Charlotte plus 3.5. Peace out. Pass I love, and God bless.